Listen, last week, the Orlando Pirates coach, this is funny because we never expected it to be like this. I never expected it. The Orlando Pirates coach, Mitchell, the guy resigned on Friday. They got beaten up by SuperSport 3-0. 3-0. SuperSport is whipping some ass there. They got beaten up by SuperSport. And then on Friday, the guy resigns. And then their story, some are saying, no, alleged to have conducted himself in a bad manner with a hotel cleaner there, a hotel where they were camping, and then apparently he's running away from arrest. And then that story has not yet been proven, because there was a message from a journalist who said that Mitchell replied and said that he's actually going to sue the Sunday World. Is it the Sunday World? Something like Sunday Sun, something like that. I'm not sure of the paper though. To sue them, to say that how can they publish the story to say that he has been involved in a sexual conduct somewhere there, something like that, and then arrest is pending. So he escaped because he didn't want to be arrested. So that is another story that we can't prove. We don't want to go much into details about it. But here's the story. The guy resigned. And then suddenly on the media, on Twitter, everyone is talking about Rhulani always thought he's the best. He always wanted to lead. Now lead, bro. Now lead, because he is the reason for Mitchell leaving. And then there are these videos where, remember, Mitchell was the head coach, and then Rhulani is the what you call it, the assistant coach. Sorry. So what happened is that most of the decisions that were caught on camera, few of them, 3, 4 up there, you'd see that Mitchell is acting as a big guy. No, not Mitchell, man. Rhulani is acting as a big guy. Like Mitchell, there was one where Mitchell wanted to sub in Kabuza. And then they scored before he was subbed in. And then Rhulani comes running towards Mitchell and says, whoa. We are not taking this guy in. Go and sit down, Kabuza. I'm like, hey, you are the assistant. Ain't you supposed to run to the coach and say, coach, I think it's better if we don't put him in. Instead of rushing to Kabuza and acting like a big man, somebody was supposed to say, whoa. If they didn't, they were supposed to say, whoa, Rhulani, maybe Mitchell is not telling you because he's afraid of you and Jomosono. So you are not supposed to do that. What are you doing? You see? You were supposed to tell him, you are not supposed to even go there. Talk to Mitchell. He's your senior. He's your elder. But no, nobody said that. Remember? You remember that? I don't know. He was not supposed to do that. And apparently, if you're wondering why I mentioned the word Jomo, is because apparently Rhulani is related to Jomo Son. Maybe people are saying, I'm not saying, people are saying that's why he got the job, things like that. You understand? I felt like the relationship was not a perfect relationship, because you're looking at it, it's like sometimes last year you'd see when they score, the coach and the assistant, they're not celebrating together. You'd find that the assistant is celebrating with the boys, and then the coach is celebrating with the technical team, excluding the assistant. And you are like, what is going on here? Huh? What is the reason behind those things? And what can we say? We never knew. Now Mitchell is gone. First match, Rhulani. Highlands Park. Heaven. 1-0. Orlando Pirates out of the MTN 8. And then it's time for post-match commentary. Oh, dang. The first thing that Rhulani is talking about is like we had some incident that just occurred recently, you know, and now we are learning, we can improve. Hey, this is not Jomo Cosmos or Chipa United or Baroka. This is the mighty Orlando Pirates. I mean, if we are going to be learning, we might as well get a new coach, which in my opinion, I think Fadlu Davids is more qualified. He should get the caretaker job. But it wouldn't even be easy, because if I could talk to Mitchell like that, it's gonna be hard to talk to the other guy who Fadlu. It's gonna be hard for him to control me. So I think Pirates needs a new coach that will make sure that things are together. If you want, you can even take off all those assistants and say, new coach, who do you want to set up? Who do you want to choose as your assistant? And then take the assistant I can name, and then go to the MDC. Start there. Make sure you develop stars. And then when you are done developing those stars at the MDC, we'll think about it. Because the Pirates MDC is even worse. There was a guy, is it Mufukeng or something like that? He's show booting and everyone is saying, this is what we need, Kasi flavor. The guy is dribbling and then they take the ball. He never goes anywhere with the ball. You wonder, is this what we need in our soccer? But look, today Amazulu is playing Orlando Pirates. Those who are active on Betway, Hollywood, Sporting Bets, and all those things, my advice is go straight and bet Amazulu for a win. You make money there. I saw the odds are 3, something like that, 4. Because obviously, Amazulu is either drawing or winning. Pirates it's at their lowest point. The defense, there's no proper defense. You have a Happy Jelle there, Bontangani and all those guys. They are not doing anything. It's like there's no communication. They are not talking. The midfield, oh Lord. Last week they were lucky because Mbata was taken out. Mbata was injured. If that guy wasn't injured, it was gonna be ugly there. They injured him because they knew the guy was going to cause trouble. So now, Amazulu is not a strong team, but Amazulu can win if they can take advantage of what's happening at Orlando Pirates. Because it's ugly. So, if Pirates doesn't act on what's going on, they can get Tyson. Maybe Tyson can be a good guy who can steer the defense. But Gavin Hunt said the Tyson is not cheap at all. If you want Tyson, you gotta think about it. He's not cheap and he's not going anywhere. But we know money talks. If they can maybe break the bank and come up with something like millions, maybe let's say they're offering about 25 million to say that, we need this guy. Maybe Gavin can say, take him. Something like that. But they need someone who can be a leader. I'm not saying Jelle is not a leader, but what I saw when they were beaten by SuperSport, I saw a captain who lost it. Instead of being calm and explaining to these guys that this is where we've gone wrong, we need to fix this. The guy was fuming. The guy, before they even went to the dressing room, the guy was fuming, talking to his defense. I was like, hey, this is where we got it wrong, Jelle. You need to be a great leader, my man. And I'm not sure about it. I thought Jelle was a right back, and then now he's playing center back. And his left foot is not that strong. And what another thing that is killing Pirates, they like playing back passes. What are they doing with the back passes though? You passing back to the goalkeeper, there can always be something wrong. Yeah, we can improve from that and copy the EPL and say that those guys always play back passes. But our guys can't even trap. Yeah? They can't trap the ball, these guys. You kick it, you pass him with a shot. The guy is going to strike it. He's just going to hit his foot and then the ball will go there. And then he has to run after it. They can't trap. They need to work on trapping. While on the trapping issue, remember Kabuza, they criticized him saying that, Kabuza, go home, Mudama. Something like those, ne? Well, Kabuza has news for you guys. He scored 2 goals against Vets. The real Kabuza, man. scored 2 goals. He was never scoring at Pirates. Now people are saying, who's wrong here? Was it Orlando Pirates or was it Kabuza? I felt like they didn't really coach Kabuza well. He wasn't supplied with the balls. Eh? Our guys, they play for themselves. You get Oma Vincent. Oma Vincent, tribula, shoots, and then it goes up there. Hey, go and train shooting at practice. If you can't still score from far, not just a mistake. There's where you score by luck. You score from far by luck and you say, I'm going to score when I'm playing. We don't need those. You must score multiple times from far. Repeat it. And then we are going to say you can shoot. Now these guys are just shooting everywhere. And that's why Pirates is losing. So today we are watching the match. But I tell you now, it's either a draw or a lose. I mean, for Pirates, they're either drawing or losing. Because as long as they don't fix their problems, they're going to get whipped. They have the best squad, but everything about it is poor. So we can only hope. Let's give Rhulani some benefit of the doubt and say, Rhulani, maybe you were scared. Your first match as a head coach. Maybe you can improve. Get rid of those glasses. Maybe you can see well, though. So, we're watching the match tonight, and then after watching it, we're coming back to this video and say, oh, you were saying Pirates won't win? I'm telling you, I'm promising something in return if they win. So, the car talk is done. Let's talk to each other tomorrow when the results are out. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Cheers.